say you're going to tune in.
You didn't get you no water?
Yeah, drink.
You got some water? What you got over there?
King Cook. Put a little crown.
I go live on YouTube. Be more action going on over there.
Yeah, I like YouTube. That's the one I be on.
Facebook.
I ain't got no other one.
I got my thing down.
Turn mine down.
James 4, Bacardi Dark on the track. Yeah, ball dropping. It's that round table talk. What you talking about? Raw uncut, hot topic straight off the top. Yeah, sapping the hunts, ball dropping just like a punt. Most valuable podcast, giving you what you want. I'm so official, blow the whistle. They chopping it up around the table, talking shizzle with my nizzles. Ballin' cause it's simple, dropping straight off the mental. Discussing our views, sports, politics, and the news. Your part ain't hard as all. Sap, your boy got bars. Intro to switch up the tempo, crushing your innuendos. My first take is undisputed. Cliche so sharp, I'm like SBD exclusive. It's that round table talk. What you talking about? Raw uncut, hot topic straight off the top. K-Sap in the hunts, ball dropping just like a punt. Most valuable podcast, giving you what you want. It's that round table talk. Yeah, James 4. What up, K-Sap in the hunts? It's that round table talk. Give it to him.
And now, welcome your host of the Simply Ball Droppin' Round Table Talk, the K-Saps and the Hunts.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Simply Ball Droppin' Round Table Talk. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Got my co-host, K-Sap Square. Got the Hunts in the building. Got Sheena. Got B-Hunt. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody said last time we went on B-Hunt wasn't acting right, man. So he gonna get his act right. He gonna get his act right tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like Vaughn said, he must not have had his liquor in him. But hey, we're gonna make it do what it do. I appreciate everybody, like I always say when we come on these live streams, man. I appreciate everybody, you know, tuning in, that's rocking with us, man. We've been going for about 2 weeks, but you know, some things have transpired. You know, I do want to appreciate everybody that, you know, has reached out to me, you know, with my little element, my ailment, you know, I said that wrong, but I appreciate all the prayers and, you know, all the support. But, you know, your boy's still kicking it. So, you know, and another thing, you know, we took a major step. Simply Ball Dropping has reached new heights and a new plateau. We live on the radio every Thursday at 8 p.m. on 105, the Block radio station. So you can catch us there every Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on 105, the Block. So tune in, you know what I'm saying, to give us your feedback. But that's where you can catch us every Thursday night. So, like I said, I do appreciate everybody that's rocking with us, you know, and, you know, we represent hard, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see the SBD Roundtable Talk. You know, like I said, you know, I got people reaching out to me that, you know, wants to purchase it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just go on the website, man. The website is available to you guys at www.simplyballdrapping.com. So you can go there and get all your Simply Ball Dropping apparel. You know what I'm saying? We got the multi-colors, you know, we got the regular colors, but, you know, the Hunts got their multi-colors on the night, you know what I'm saying, represented. You know, we are y'all's favorite hosts, and we like how y'all tune in. So, but, you know, like I said, I appreciate you guys being patient with us. You know, we've been off the air for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
I feel like 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks.
Longer than that.
But, you know, the man behind the mic has been dealing with some things, man. But, you know, we rocking and rolling. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody support and who's tuning in. And Fred, I see you in the comments, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Slappy, appreciate you tuning in. Cracks Mackay, appreciate you tuning in. For all the people that's watching. But don't forget, every Thursday, go, catch us on the radio live. It's the Block Radio 105.com. So all you got to do is click on the link and, press play and Simply Ball Dropping to be there. So like I said, I appreciate everybody. And there's a lot of things that's been happening, in the news. And I know everybody is well aware of Tabitha Brown. She made major headlines. She's talked about a few things. I mean, a lot of people follow Tabitha Brown on her social media sites on things that she does and how she rocks and all the supporters she has. And, something came up, man, that raised a few eyebrows on a lot of folks, and we're going to talk about it. She recently came out and said, hey, she retired her husband. And a lot of people, she got a lot of backlash from it, especially, Wendy Williams. I don't know why she's so angry. You know what I'm saying? If y'all really follow Wendy Williams, you know what she's been through. You know what I'm saying? With ups and downs with her men. So I just think it was, a little, I think she was, I don't know about Wendy, man. I really don't care too much for Wendy, but hey, it is what it is. But, Tabitha Brown, rightfully so, she making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? She got a lot of supporters, and she got to a point where she could retire her husband. And a lot of people, a lot of backlash, but we're going to talk about it. So I'm just going to open it up. I'll start off with you, Kanisha. I mean, when the story broke and you heard about it, how did you feel about the situation?
Yes, so I'm a Tabitha Brown follower. I've been following her since pretty much the beginning, since she did the whole sandwich in the car and got famous before she even became a vegan. I've been following her. So I'm like a major supporter of Tabitha Brown. But I feel like, knowing where she comes from, knowing her family and following her husband, her kids, they came from a long way. They didn't have anything. They were struggling just like normal people. He took on a job. He took on a police job to allow her to pursue her dreams. And then, once her dream got off the ground, 15 years later, babe, it's time. I want to take you out of that dangerous, police officer force. I want to take you out of that. We making enough money now to where, you can pursue your dreams. You can go and do all of your, because I think he does, he has some,
he has like some kind of nonprofit
organizations and basketball coaches. Yeah. So he can do all of the things that he wanted to do, while, they can still live nice. I followed her when, they moved from house to house. They just recently got a new house built. They were still in their, their smaller home. So, she's very humble. She's, I think that she took the approach to what Wendy said well. I think she clapped back very, very well. She did way better than I could have ever imagined. But that's how she is. She's very soft spoken, but she gets her point across. Yeah. So I just feel like at this point, I think Wendy is just kind of upset, in my opinion, as to how her marriage, you can't compare that. I mean, that's like apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? Her Wendy Williams' marriage and Tabitha Brown's marriage now, come on. It's totally different. So I feel like, Wendy just wanted to have a headline on her show. She didn't even know who Tabitha Brown was.
Exactly. Wendy was out of bounds, and I think the reason why she's getting so much backlash is because it's a woman retiring her husband.
Exactly.
So
I don't see a problem with it
either. And I want to say one thing too, because Wendy didn't know who Tabitha was, and a lot of more people didn't know. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, she really gave Tabitha some even more publicity.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's a blessing for Tabitha either way. You know? Yeah. You talk about it, but hey, more people follow her. Everybody that didn't know, ooh, who is this? Everybody looking her up.
Yeah.
And like me, I'm like you. I love Tabitha. I've been following her for a little while. Love her husband. Love the Fridays with Tab and Chance. She's somebody that, kind of look up to. Okay, I like how she doing with the marriage, and
Mhm.
I just really enjoy that how she is with her family, and she's a Christian woman. You can tell
Mhm.
that, and I think that's very awesome. And the way she came back at Wendy,
Yeah.
I'm
She
like,
clapped.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I
I-
want to learn that.
Yeah.
Instead
I
of
think one of the main reasons why I started, I not one of the main reasons. Well, it was one reason as to why I really liked her is because when I started following her, I remember telling Kareem about it. I said, I'm following this lady, and her family on Instagram,
Yeah.
and not Instagram. I think at that time I was just seeing her news feed on Facebook or something like that. And then I started following her on Instagram, and then I found out that her mother passed away from ALS.
yeah,
And ALS runs in Kareem's family,
Right.
and so that kind of pulled on my heartstring too when she
Yeah.
talks about her mom and how close she
Yeah.
is with her daddy. She's a daddy's girl.
that was me.
Yeah,
That's what
she
got me
loved her
there
daddy.
too.
Yeah,
My daddy.
the daddy.
I was like, yeah, that's when I fell in love
Yeah.
with too. My daddy.
So yeah, I think all in all, let that woman, let them live their life. Like she said, Wendy, go get happy.
Exactly.
Go get happy and let her retire her husband if she wants to retire her husband.
Most definitely. Because
Go ahead.
if it was me, I would do the same thing.
Yeah,
Would you? Wouldn't you?
I definitely would.
I'd love to take.
I retire you on out. Baby, keep your feet up. I got you.
Get off that truck, B. Get out of it. It's coming, Brandon. Don't worry, it's coming.
But see, the thing
Get
about
it
it
if
is,
you want
you
to.
made a good point about, Wendy didn't know who Tabitha was.
Right. Yeah.
And that's giving her more publicity,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Now, the back line of the story is her little sauce and sold out in
39 minutes.
39 minutes. So
Mhm.
a lot of people that didn't know who she
Yeah.
was, they probably looked her up and saw
Yeah.
everything that she was doing.
Right.
Can't help
And
but
that
love her.
contributed
You
to it.
can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
Gotta love
another storyline. So, as a man, Brandon, when women do things like that,
Yeah.
like how do you feel about it? What's your position on it? Do you think she should have got the backlash from it or what?
I know she's gonna get it.
Yeah, B. Hunt
Well,
said.
we already knew she
Yeah,
was
I
going
know
to get
she's
it.
gonna get it,
Yeah.
but I mean, she did nothing wrong.
Exactly, because when I first heard it, I was like, man, what's the big deal?
Me
Yeah.
too.
I mean,
She retired her husband from the LAPD.
Yes.
LAPD.
Like,
That's dangerous.
That's
I mean,
big.
it's very dangerous.
yeah.
You know,
Kanisha made a good point. I
Yeah.
mean, on them force, you got kinfolk that's
Yeah.
on the task force.
right?
And that's a dangerous job.
Dangerous.
And I know that's your livelihood, but if you can get out, what is the best way to get out is for your woman that's holding it down to retire you out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it, man. A lot of people just gave her so much backlash, and
So much.
it was uncalled for. But when you get backlash like that, it just makes you even more
Stronger.
famous.
Because
Yeah.
she's there.
Strange.
Yeah.
So,
Well, let me ask y'all
Mhm.
guys this because I was seeing this in some comments that people were saying. Do y'all feel like I think the word they used, demasculated her husband? Do
No,
you feel like that?
I don't
As
think
men, y'all think
that.
that?
And the reason why I
I
don't
feel
think
like a
that.
king.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The reason why I don't feel that way is
Yeah.
Kanisha touched on it on her little soliloquy, and she was talking about their upbringing.
Yeah.
Now you coming from a struggle, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And somebody's in position to do that. I don't care if it's the man or the woman, right?
Right.
And I thought about it. I thought about it long and hard.
Yeah.
I said when I met my wife, we was working at the same job,
Mhm.
right? So I knew what she was making.
Yeah.
She probably knew what I was making.
Right.
But, 22, 23 years later, we still rocking, right? We've been, it's been hurdles,
Yeah.
peaks and valleys to get where we at today. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And, doing this podcast stuff, it's like a comfort zone. You like to talk, express your feelings to people, but that takes you out of some things that you start worrying about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So I knew what my wife was making when I met her.
Mhm.
It was up to me to say, okay, well, dang, I met this chick. She working at, this job. Do I really want to be with her?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But we stuck through it.
Yeah.
And look at us today. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It ain't everything ain't been peaches and cream.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't put on
And
no
it's still
facade.
never gonna be totally
Yeah.
peaches and
Never.
cream.
And that's what I'm saying. So if
Yeah.
one of us have that opportunity, knowing where we came from,
Yeah.
why not take
Yeah.
that extra step and say, even if it's hers, like, baby, look, wow. Baby, go ahead and retire from what you're doing. Just stick doing this podcast stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a blessing.
Right.
And vice versa. Make it big in this part. Baby, you ain't got to do nothing. Just go shop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing, but I don't think, a lot of people look at it that way because all the negativity that she got
Yeah.
from I mean, that should be a testimony for people to look at
I
and be
agree.
like, man, if this woman can do it,
I can do it.
I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's what I
They
was
should look
looking
at it
at.
for inspiration.
That's how I was.
Like, I know she didn't have to put that out there because she's already well known.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have to put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at it like she put that out there, man. That's inspiration for somebody else.
Yes.
And that's like I tell people doing this podcast stuff. Man, we all started from the same thing.
Yeah.
If I can do it, you can do it too. So when I do all this stuff, it's inspiration to people that's coming up that don't have an outlet and don't know what they want to do. Man, you know, your voice can be heard.
Right.
You know, you look at all these athletes, all these platforms that they got, and they speak on their platforms. I use this podcast as my platform.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And to
That's
express some certain things and people to tune in to, you know, hear our point of views on some things, right? But for her doing that, man, I commend her. I
Me
mean,
too.
I had no problem with it.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it was amazing how many women in the comment were commenting like, "Oh, she shouldn't have did that. That's demasculating her man."
Yeah,
Like,
but I
what?
bet all the women were saying they were single as hell.
Yeah. And probably have had unsuccessful relationships.
They
Yeah,
probably look
probably.
like Wendy Williams.
Right.
Yeah. Let me read a comment from one of the listeners out there. He said, "People will always find something to complain about.
Mhm.
Stick to their nose in someone else's business. But I wish my wife could retire me because I'm not the man who would be insecure if my wife made more money than I.
Mhm.
That is a weak man who feels that way because what you have together is one."
I
I
know
totally
that's
agree,
right.
Fred,
Yeah.
man. I
Yes.
totally agree,
Amen.
man. I mean, because
Love it.
before we even came on the show, you know, when I was getting myself prepared, I heard the conversation. It's like everything, if you're married, everything that's in the household, your money is everybody's money.
Yeah.
That's in the household. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I mean, you spend it wisely and you gotta, you know, like I'm gonna use the terminology like Brandon said, you know, with the small little bills, he call them punk bills. Pay these little punk bills.
Yeah,
You know, little punk
yeah.
bills, you know. The mortgage and stuff like that is a little different, but the little, you know, the electric bill, the TV bill, and the
Yeah.
stuff, they little punk bills.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
I totally agree, Fred, man. I mean, it's like, I wish my wife could retire me too, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing, man. So I
Yeah.
just don't.
So
know
y'all
why she
wouldn't
gotta-
feel no less of me.
No, I wouldn't feel hell. I
I give me a
like
new hobby. I go
Look.
Yeah.
fishing.
y'all be fishing.
I'm gonna speak this into existence. So when me and Kanisha retire, y'all chill, y'all good.
Exactly.
All right now.
Hey,
coming.
what's wrong with
What kind of
what's
fishing
wrong
you
with it?
No.
That's what I want to know.
I don't understand
I
why
don't get
people
it.
think
Nothing
that
wrong
is
with it.
demasculating
I feel like
a
if-
man.
I
Me
feel
too.
like what if it were the other way around? Would it have been as much
Nope.
better?
No, it wouldn't.
Nope.
We wouldn't have heard about
We
it.
wouldn't have heard
We
it.
wouldn't have heard about it. If
Oh,
Tabitha
that's
Brown's
right. He
Was
should.
being
husband
retired,
retired her,
you know.
Yeah.
we wouldn't have heard. It wouldn't have been. It
wouldn't have been a topic.
headline.
Because she doesn't have that type of or like I think what Wendy Williams is trying to do, she was trying to compare the way her marriage went
Yeah.
versus Tabitha.
Mm-mm.
Baby, your marriage was totally different than what this girl had. She has a very strong foundation.
Yes.
What is Wendy
And her
Williams'
marriage.
actual job title? It's to report gossip, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
she got her
Yeah.
own show, but you know
And her
her.
husband was a producer or something
Something
of a
like
show.
that with a show,
or,
yeah.
But you
something
know
to
her
help, but-
marriage was in shambles because she had a show documenting her, you know, her
Yeah,
life.
Right.
you know,
That was
he
bad,
had a
but
baby
yeah.
outside of
Yeah.
you know
Her
marriage.
job
And,
title: report gossip. Don't give your fucking opinions.
yeah.
Shut up.
Exactly.
But my thing, didn't Wendy husband? They kind of meet when Wendy was already on,
She was
though,
on.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tabitha
Yeah.
and Chance, they came from
They
the
came from
bottom,
the
like
struggle.
Yes.
Like
So
I said, they came from
you
the mud.
can't.
that's why
Yeah,
it
the
means-
mud.
that's
They
why
got
it
it out the
They
mud.
got out the mud. That's why it means so much. That's why it's so
Exactly.
meaningful. That's why she's so humble.
That's
like,
why she's so.
yes.
But when
so
she put
humble
it
and
out
happy.
there, like I said, I looked at it as
Blessing.
inspiration.
Mhm.
And she just didn't include him. She showed a picture of the whole family.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a blessing, man.
Yeah,
And I'll
most
read another
definitely.
comment from, you know, Chris Lee that's in the comments. He said, people are so used to people coming up and running off on the people that was down for them than there before.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's a true statement,
That's
man.
true.
And I, you know, the first thing I thought about that came to my mind is when she retired her husband is, you know, he'd been with her all this time through the mud.
Right.
And he saw something that she was doing that was going to take off and blow up. He had the patience, right?
Mm-hmm.
that made me go back to the movie Acrimony.
Acrimony.
You know,
Yeah, I remember
when
Yes.
Taji did not have the patience
Yeah.
to stick with my man's plan.
To listen to people.
Yeah, you listening to your sisters and your mother and all them, and they just ran that good man out your life. You just, if you'd have hung on for another week, just another week, you'd have been good. But like I said, I don't have, I have no problem with it. And another comment, somebody said, talking to a whole different generation. That's why the backlash came the way
That's a big thing.
this generation totally different. Yeah,
That's
Jamie, I told you,
Yeah.
it is
That's
totally
true.
different, man. But and I
That's
always,
true.
you know, we sit and joke about it. Is our generation was different back in the days, but today's generation is terrible. And then I just sat back
I don't
and
know
think,
what
and
they
I'm like, man,
Neither.
we just as our generation, we just getting older, man. So
Yeah.
the way
Sounds
we
right.
thought back in the days, these kids don't think that
Nah.
way.
No.
And people's opinion about certain things is just
And that's
reckless.
why the marriage is at an all-time low. Right
There it is, right
say it a
there.
little louder.
There it
B.
is.
Marriage is an all-time low right now because
Yeah.
of this
Yeah. Which goes into the next 50
financial.
finances.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Before we go off into that,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like I feel that whole situation with Tabitha. I just feel a lot of people are looking side-eyed, like why did she do that? But she got the means to do it.
Gotta be. Is it jealous?
So
or
it's got to be
Envy?
something because I look at it like this, and I tell people, even doing podcasts, it's enough for everybody to eat, right?
Yeah.
Tabitha Brown started in the industry. She found her own lane.
Yep.
What she did was successful.
Yep.
What she was talking about grabbed people's attention.
And she was just talking.
Yeah,
It
just
wasn't
talking.
anything
Right.
out of the ordinary.
Just
It's
talking.
literally whatever you love, you can get on the camera and talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was she got on the camera talking about food. She
Yeah.
loved food.
Mhm.
She had an ailment. She had a car
Mhm.
accident. She had some things that happened to her that made her go vegan.
Yep.
So she started expressing and telling people her story. She just told her story and people gravitated to that.
Yeah.
Because she was soft. Everybody say, "Oh, I want Tabitha to read me a bedtime story."
Yeah,
Her
her
voice
voice.
is so soothing,
Mhm.
and it is.
She
Very
put me to
soothing.
sleep a few times. That's
Yeah.
how she watching the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I'll
She
be
is
watching.
soothing.
She
Yeah.
is,
She's
and
very
I'll tell
soothing.
Brandon, listen, you know,
Uh-huh.
like,
I'm asleep.
But
Yeah.
some of the things that she talk about is real interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah,
and that's what I be telling you and Kanisha.
Mhm.
It's like some of them women get behind that camera and they talk.
Yeah.
Like I said, y'all first when y'all came on, y'all was like, man, I don't like how I sound and stuff
yeah,
like that.
like,
Tabitha's voice is appealing to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I go through Facebook feed
Yeah.
and like if my sound is up, her voice will come on. She got one of them catchy voices, so you'll stop
You'll
and go
click-
back and
you'll
you'll
click on
click
it.
and you'll see what's going on. But
Mhm.
that's what I told y'all to. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just because y'all don't like your voice,
right, maybe somebody
coming
else,
across
'cause I
to
be
somebody
like,
else on the
Mhm.
airways, I'm like, man, who are these chicks,
That's
man?
getting better.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's
So
better.
feel a little better
you
about
know, just look at that. But
yeah,
it's a lot of things that people in this world today, this
God,
generation, it's a lot of
Mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your
it's the
business.
envy. Like, just be happy for people who are excelling and doing stuff like that. How
Yes.
can you not
Let
be
it be
happy?
motivation for you to do something that you've been sitting on.
Man, I
You know
start
what
looking
I'm
up stuff like,
saying?
oh, I'm gonna get on this
Yeah.
what I've been wanting
They
to
been
do.
sitting on their
Sitting
ass.
on
Ain't
something.
doing it.
Yeah.
And,
Ain't doing
Most
it.
definitely.
and before we move on, I'm gonna say this, then we're gonna move on. But
Mm-hmm.
the funny thing about it is, like I said, doing this podcast stuff, right? When I post my stuff on Instagram about some of the success I'm having in the podcast business, right? I put stuff out there. I don't put it out there to brag and boast. I put it out there to let these people know I'm in the same thing. I'm doing the same thing y'all doing, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I can do it, y'all can do it. There's a way to do it. It might take a little bit longer to do it than what I've done,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like when I first started, I was self-promoting myself. All the stuff we do, we self-promote our own stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have nobody, going out promoting for me, standing on the corner, boom, boom, boom. Everything I do is self-promotion. You know what I'm saying? With the t-shirts, that's self-promotion.
Mhm.
You guys is
Mhm.
self-promotion. You guys walking around with it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all come to the house, we snapping pictures. We go
Yep.
to Vegas, we snap. Any shape or form, y'all got some shape or form of SBD on.
Right.
And we share. That's self-promotion. Like people want to see what's that all about.
Yeah.
I got a lot of people like my brother, a shout out to Eric, he takes my merchandise. He goes over to Columbia with it. People
Mm-hmm.
ask about it. I don't know if you guys seen, Janet Jackson's backup singer, Aaron Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
She rocking Simply Ball Dropping.
Yeah.
That's and you go back and look at Shamika Holsclaw, former WNBA player,
Yeah.
college champion out of Tennessee, WNBA. She rocking Simply Ball Dropping. So I do a lot of stuff as self-promotion and stuff like that. And I post a lot of things on people listen to my podcast and stuff. I don't do that to brag and boast. I do that to, show people that, hey,
Right. Yeah.
if I can do it, you can do it too.
Yeah. Motivation.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things is motivation, but people look toward that. They hopscotch over your stuff. They see something they don't want to pay attention. Yeah, if it ain't mess, they're gonna speed by. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
yeah.
I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not here to, I'm not no bigger than nobody else. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to give the people what they want.
Most
Man.
definitely.
So
Patient.
it ain't gonna stop. But
Motivation.
we're gonna move on. We got another subject that we want to talk about. And I'm gonna let the ladies of SBD take care of that. They're gonna read something off.
Oh, we doing that one?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
They're gonna read something off, and we're gonna see how you guys feel about it. So just here we go.
All right. Let's see here.
You
You want to be the man? Or the woman?
Okay. Yeah. I'll be the man.
Be the man.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
be the man.
All right. So Sheena's gonna be the man. We're gonna read off a text message thread, and I'm gonna be the woman. The man is in the blue one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, babe. Guess what?
What, babe?
I got the job. $70K a year.
That's amazing, baby. Couldn't have come at a better time. Now I can step down from my position and focus on my mental health.
Huh?
Baby, I'm not happy at this job. The money is great, but I've been working too hard for 4 years straight. I stayed so you could finish your degree. I just want a less stressful job. I'm depressed here.
Depressed? How when you make 6 figures and we have everything we need, Patrick? You're telling me about your depression now? So you're going to be unemployed while I pay all the bills?
Brittany, I paid all of our bills for 2.5 years. I'm asking you to hold us down until I see this therapist and get my mental right. I already have a few opportunities lined up. I just need a month.
Wow. That isn't fair. I have to support you because you're depressed over a good career. You can't see a therapist and work as well?
No, I want to focus on my mental health the entire month. I'm asking you to have my back like I had yours. What's the problem?
I don't want to do that. Yes, you chose to allow me to focus on school, but that was your job. You provide for me, not the other way around. You can see a therapist and work. You're sounding lazy at this point.
Lazy? Did I call you lazy when you were in school full time for 2.5 years? Listen, I said what I'm going to do. You with me or not?
Not.
So we done? Are you serious?
Patrick, I'm dead ass serious. I cannot support a man, not even for a month. I wish you would have told me about this depression. I would have left a long time ago. I don't have time to deal with it. You hid that from me, and that isn't fair. I hope you're able to get help. I didn't sign up for this.
Okay. At least I know now you're not wife material. I've been seeing a therapist over my depression, and I'm not quitting my job. I wanted to see if you truly have my back before I propose. Get your stuff and leave my house. You have your job.
Got her.
Now you can pay all of your own bills. We done.
I knew you was playing. I was joking, babe.
Lies. You were serious, Britt. I'm good. Just get your stuff and leave my house. Stop calling me. I don't have anything to say to you.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow. And the first thing I'm gonna say about that is when y'all was reading that off, I'm like, why are they having this conversation through a text message?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's
it-
first.
that was a setup.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, trying to fill out.
Yeah.
he trying to-
That's the
he
whole
did.
setup.
Yeah,
But me personally, I
fell
think
for
that
it.
was a good setup.
it was.
Because that showed
Yeah.
him what he dealing with.
She for the streets.
Yeah. Right.
She for
Block her and
everybody.
throw it back to the streets.
Right.
But see, the thing about it is, like when he mentioned the mental health,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people going through that mental health stuff, and that mental health stuff will kill you.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And for somebody to turn your back on you because of your mental state,
That's messed up.
People, I mean, when I say money is the root of, when they say money was the
That's
root
the
of all
best.
evil,
It is.
money is the root of all evil. Even though she making enough, he trying to tell you. He probably didn't want to tell you at that point. I'm just thinking of what could have happened.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't want to say anything because he knew he didn't want to stress out. He knew he was the money maker. You was in school. You didn't have no money. He just trying to push through. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yep.
I gotta deal with this. Now I can breathe. You making some money.
Yeah.
Now you want to play me, and you won't even let me take a month off so I can get my stuff together.
Just a
1
month. 1 month. That's
One
it.
month. That's
Not
what I
a
said.
year.
1 month.
Not
but
a
while
year.
she was in school, he held it down.
He held
right?
it down.
And for her to flip the script and say that she ain't gonna pay no bill just for that 1 month,
For 1 month.
Yeah.
them little
He
poke
lazy.
ass bills for 1 month,
Yeah.
and then she gonna call him lazy.
Yes.
Lazy.
Lazy.
That right there, that'll ran me hot.
Ooh.
Like, but early in the conversation when he brought up the mental health, man,
Yeah.
and you're gonna turn your back on somebody that's going through some mental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Slow killer.
Yeah, she for the streets. Get her out of
Yes.
there.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Mhm.
gotta go.
Run.
Yeah.
Mhm. Run.
She need to
It
go
is
to
what it
Tabitha
is.
Brown's class.
Right.
Because she would have been
That's-
like, yes, baby.
See, that's
yes,
right.
go ahead.
That's
take
somebody
off.
looking for help.
Yeah.
They ain't looking for
Let 'em
love.
take
They
that
looking for help.
Take it.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I look at it. I look at things different when it comes to these women and men, and they always say the.
Depending on what
Women-
generation it was.
I
too.
know
Yeah.
it's the generation, man. But if you're married or in it together, or you're seeking marriage, or is leading down that road, and you've been through the mud together, what difference does it make?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not gonna make no man no less of a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because-
Especially if they wasn't married. Because they were having a conversation at first. I thought they was
Me
married.
too. I
But
thought
for
so
some men,
first
it
too.
might be making them feel less of men because they know how they got the woman. So
Mhm.
that could be a problem.
It's a problem, but the thing about it is,
You know where you got it from.
but if you in one household, I mean, if I can't pull my weight, and the woman has the means to help.
Mhm.
That's what she is, a helpmate.
Exactly.
Helpmate,
So
yeah.
what's the
They
problem?
say how much help.
Yeah.
I might get a lot of help.
Yeah. But what's the problem?
Right.
If I fall short, somebody gonna pick me up,
That's right.
regardless if it's my wife. Like that's in the streets. If somebody falls short, there's always somebody out there that can pick you up.
Mhm.
You could be sitting at the corner, man. You could be going through a depression. Somebody could come sit right next to you. You're having a full-blown conversation. That person could that person could be picking you up at the same time.
Right.
So I mean, but if it's coming under one household, what is the
Like, what's the big deal?
Why not put your people on?
Exactly. So
Come
why
on, man.
I don't understand why women are having
Generation.
these women, man.
Generational.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what?
it's crazy.
But why?
But let me
Yeah.
ask you something, Corinne. You got this single mother that's raising his daughter to be independent, work, go to school, get this education, take care of your shit. Is you gonna really think that daughter's gonna like get a man and think about retiring him?
No,
I mean,
Yeah.
so now whose fault is it?
it's that woman's fault.
Yeah.
But the reason why I say it's that woman's fault because I guess it goes back to the generation shit.
If she
The way-
just been taught that, how
Yeah,
it's
she
her
taught
fault.
that way. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not talking about it's not the girl. It's that parent's fault
It's the parent
because
fault.
she's taught that way. But that's
So-
You can't even
Okay.
really say that.
But think about it, you can't say that either.
Yeah.
You can't say it's the
because-
parent
Yeah.
fault.
I
That's
know,
how they. That's
Because
all they
what,
know.
What if her mother taught her that?
I know.
Yeah, it just goes back. It goes
Generation.
back and back.
But the generational
Yes.
curse.
So it's
But,
the
but,
rebel.
but hold up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it goes all the way back to the roots,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But now, Brandon, we got to look at it like this. And you said
Gotta
it
stop
earlier.
somewhere. Though.
Mhm.
It got to stop
Gotta stop.
somewhere.
Got to.
And that's why these marriages are not successful. That's why marriages are on the low end of the barrel because the way these women were brought up and they thinking that, all they got to do is be there.
Right.
And that man going to do everything else. It
You
don't
have
work
some that think
way,
that,
man.
but then you have some of the alpha women that feel like I got it all. in that mindset.
And they don't need no man.
I don't need you.
They're not called alpha women.
No. I'm saying I said that because the woman on our show that we put a ring on it. She used that term.
She's an alpha woman.
Yes.
Yeah, she said she's an alpha woman.
She said she's an alpha woman.
Yeah.
She looked this shit up.
And I meant to tell you about
Yeah,
that.
I was going to show you.
That shit
I was intending to show it to
Yes,
you.
because
she was going to say.
and when you see her, she's really strong.
Oh,
but I said that to say, a lot of them feel that way. They want a man for all of the other desires and sexual, and all those things. But when it comes to finances, they feel like they don't need a man.
Yeah. And I got it. You ain't going to tell me what to do with my money. That's when that come in.
Right. So you got those, and then you have those other women who feel like, you the man, you need to provide, I need to sit back, you need to take over the household.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
So where do you get, where's the balance?
Yeah.
Right now is no balance.
Everybody listen to social media and all this
exactly.
shit.
Trying to live like Instagram.
Yeah.
Yep, these fake lives.
Fake
They
lives.
can block everybody's shit with Tabitha.
Yeah.
We just need to listen to Tabitha.
Just listen to
Tabitha Brown.
These other motherfuckers mislead you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's bullshit.
Because some of this stuff, like if you listen to Tabitha Brown, her stuff is genuine.
Yeah, you can tell.
Some of these other stuff is just for fucking ratings.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when do people have to stop and think that they gotta think for themselves?
They need to. They don't.
Like if people want to think that the natural way of a marriage and life is a man got to do it all, a woman just got to be there.
People
will never succeed.
I think people go off of
bullshit.
How many people say, "Man, that's just how I was raised."
That's true.
That's the first thing they say.
That's the first thing people say.
I ain't changed.
That's in me.
That's true.
But guess what? Change gotta happen.
It has to.
You can't do what your mama and them did back in the 50s.
But
Exactly.
you put too much pressure on your mama and them too, because they ass wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
and they didn't really know what they was doing. They
trying
were
to figure
trying
They were trying to figure out too.
trying to raise you as best they could.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you got to look at it like this, man. A lot of us, we don't know our ancestors, right? So you just got to listen to what your grandfather and them said. We don't know if that's a true story or not.
No different than damn Bible.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they could be saying
true.
something, adding their little spin to it, and be like, okay, well, shit, if that's what he did, I'm gonna do the same
I'm
thing.
gonna do the same thing.
Sometimes you got to think because
You gotta think for yourself, like you said.
it's a lot of stuff. I saw growing up. Shit, I didn't take that same road.
Exactly.
I fought for myself.
That's right. And that's what I think as you get older, you can say we got the generational curses we know, but as you get older and you become a man and we become women, we gotta think for ourselves for real.
Think what works best for
Think
your
what works
household.
best
For your household.
For your household. Your
Not
relationship.
like,
Not
okay, I would have done this. Well, I could say certain, we could do certain things throughout our day and say, oh, that's just how I am, or that's just how my mama always told me to be or taught me to be. Guess what? You grown now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that what I taught my daughter, she's gonna remember those things, but as she is an adult, she's gonna live her own life and get her own rules and teach those rules to her child.
And what worked for you may not work for your daughter.
Exactly.
Everybody is
I say that all the time.
Times change.
It's like you said, it's a different generation.
Yeah.
And you can't think like the older generation.
Mm-hmm.
These new generation, they got to come together and everybody got to be on one accord. But like Brandon said, man, this shit ain't gonna stop, man.
Yeah.
When people got a short mindset and they listen to social media stuff.
Them can't think outside of them computers and them phones.
Yeah,
man,
that's the problem.
That dang on. I think social media just messed
it messed
everybody up.
Social media.
You gotta wake up in the morning time, and the first thing you can't even say fucking good morning to your husband and wife. You gotta look at your phone. You got a fucking problem.
Yeah, that's where it all is.
You got a fucking problem.
That's where the news is at.
You gotta wake up to that phone and go to sleep to that phone.
Yeah,
you got a fucking problem.
Yeah, and you're not even talking throughout the day.
Yeah,
you spending more time on your phone than you spending with your family. That's a whole nother podcast, right there.
Or spending it with yourself.
Yes,
you don't know your damn self, but you can know everybody else.
Yes,
Get the fuck out of here.
And you trying to see how to get that next BBL or
Yeah.
see how to make that
Yeah.
money that they
That's the thing
doing.
about it is you're trying to live the way they live, man. You're gonna drown.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna
Heck
drown.
yeah, you are.
You can't keep up to that shit.
Because half of it is stunting
They
anyway.
be lying.
Yeah.
You know, they
They
say
say
What they
lies
say, they
on social
capping.
media. They can't.
They
Yeah,
capping.
kids say they
sometimes you
can't.
can't keep
Big
up with
cap.
the Joneses. You know what I'm saying?
Big cap.
You can't keep up with the Joneses.
No,
You gotta,
big
you
you
cap.
gotta be able to, like
You
I
better
said, you
keep
gotta
up
be
with
able to.
yourself.
Exactly. Because, like I said, you sitting there looking at all this, trying to keep up with them, man. You drowning.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sure are.
You got like
Sure.
mistakenly thinking just because that person,
Mhm.
nah, you can't keep up with the Joneses.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? You can't keep up with the Joneses, man.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
But that's
Gotta be you.
interesting.
That's
It
to the
goes in.
financial differences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Brandon,
Yeah.
you want to pull off on that next one on the 50-50?
I just want to comment.
Go ahead, make.
Come
well,
on,
well,
Brandon.
basically, we're gonna let Brandon, B Hunt lead us into the segue, right? Basically, we always have a conversation, and everybody hears it, this 50-50 stuff, and sometimes when I hear 50-50, man, I just let it go over my head.
Right.
Man. I really don't.
Me too.
I don't believe in that 50-50 stuff.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we go back, we said it earlier, man. If you got it, just take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta
You're all
get
in
done.
one household.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It got to be paid. So
You gotta get done.
so I promise you, I'm gonna say this, like a little pump bill, right?
Okay.
Say the electric bill is, right? Say you got an electric bill,
Yeah.
right? $123, right?
Yep.
So 61.50 a piece, right?
Yeah.
50-50,
If
right?
you want to break it
Now,
right.
that's 61.50 a piece, right?
Yeah.
And your electric bill is due, and they give you the cutoff notice. You got to pay that 123, right?
That's it.
Somebody ain't got that.
I got exactly. I got my half,
Yeah.
but the lady ain't got her half, right?
Kanisha,
That's
where your
50-50,
hat?
right? But hold on, that's 50-50, right?
Yep.
So are you going to say to yourself, "Oh, I'm gonna let the lights get turned off
Yeah.
because she ain't got her half"?
Yep.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Right.
Then you got
Just
to pay
pay the shit.
reconnection.
Yeah.
Now you
That
got
go
to
for
go
half on
And
that.
then, and what makes you think she didn't have the 61.50? What makes you think she gonna have the half on the reconnection fee and all that?
Exactly.
So I mean, that 50-50
Yeah.
stuff, man. It
Now you
don't.
even the dog.
Right.
Yeah,
You gonna pay for the food.
But, right.
that's what I'm saying.
Because she ain't got
Because
that
she ain't got the money for
61.50.
the light
That
bill.
goddamn
So.
what it
You ain't
is.
got that.
And the crazy thing about it, I can't even get out.
Right.
I can't even open my garage up because the electric car. You know what I'm saying? The car's stuck in there. I gotta manually do it. You know what I'm saying? So
Might be yelling outside.
yeah.
Man.
So basically, what we're trying to say, Brandon got a comment on this 50-50 stuff, man, because you hear it all the time,
Yeah.
man, and we gotta stop that, man.
So
I mean,
so the question is it, what do you guys think about 50-50? Is 50-50 in a household splitting taking all the bills that you have in your whole household, with that being your mortgage, your rent, your utilities, your credit card bills, your whatever bills you have in your house, and you just cut that in half and you split it? Or is there a difference if one person makes $100,000 a year versus $30,000 a year?
Mm-hmm.
Does it change?
That's a good question.
It's a great question.
Oops.
you think it changed?
No, it shouldn't. But I mean, I think with at least
And the reason why you say that because you see that number, that 100,000.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we're gonna fight. The man don't make the 100,000.
Yeah.
Fuck it, the
The
woman.
woman makes the 100,000.
And I make 30.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 50-50 still is I take, part of the bill since I only make 30.
I would still be doing the same shit I'm doing.
First of all, we ain't finna get shit I can't afford.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
We're not gonna get shit I can't afford.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the problem. So they're trying to figure out which one is the 50-50.
Right. Because the new generation, basically, what
Yeah.
you're saying, this new generation is saying that 50, if I'm making more and you're making less, then I need to be covering
Right.
the majority.
Right.
But then,
I call BS.
That's bullshit.
But then that goes back to if that woman is making 100,000 and that man is making that 30,000, that woman ain't gonna be with that man.
Well, let's get there because
Mhm.
the relationship will never happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It
Exactly.
never happen.
So we'll squash that right there.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah, that'll be stopped right there because she gonna think like, oh, this nigga making bullshit money.
A woman's
making
not gonna date
100,000.
down.
Yeah,
With the
Yeah.
same
But what about 80 and 50? Woman making 80, the man
and
making 50.
she's still
not gonna fuck
she's
with
still not gonna mess with him.
Yeah.
Still not, because if you're coming into the relationship knowing the situation, right? And like I said, it goes back to when me and Kanisha met.
Most times.
I knew what our situation. We working for scraps.
Yeah.
But we building to get something.
Together.
Together.
Building
Yeah.
together. But if this woman is coming into that relationship knowing that this nigga only make 30,000.
Yeah. Well, we both didn't have nothing back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Both
saying.
was-
So, and when it gets to the end, the story is more refreshing because you know what you started from,
Yeah.
and you know what you built, and you know what you got.
Right.
But if you're coming into a relationship 100 to 30, that relationship ain't gonna happen.
Y'all don't think so?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hey, women, any
No,
women out there listening?
Yeah.
And be honest.
Be
Don't
honest.
play.
If you
Definitely.
make 100,000 from the jump, and you knew the man that you was interested in only make 30,000.
No. We'll bump them up.
Let's bump them 50,
bump them
50, 80.
Bump them
And I'm
50.
gonna say this. Just I'm gonna use the hospital terms. Let's say you got a lady, she a nurse, and then you got the man. He's working in the hospital as well, but
Aide.
he's a nurse aide.
That's disrespectful.
No, but at the same time, let's think about it. What if this man dreams to become a nurse? Because he
Yeah.
eventually
He
But-
may climb. He may
school.
climb over you.
Call me
And
when-
become
call
a
me-
doctor.
Hey, look, call me
That's
when you catch
Yeah.
your dreams.
And that goes back to acrimony. You got to be patient.
Ooh,
But because
Lord.
if you know, if you're making, if a woman is
It's harder for a woman to do
I
it.
think
I
than
know,
a
it's-
man.
I know,
Definitely.
but women, be real with us. Be real. If you're making 100,000, we're gonna give that man 50,000. You're going into a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still gonna pursue that relationship, knowing what your worth is and knowing what that man's worth is?
Yeah.
And she can't be fat. She gotta have some options. She gotta be able to keep herself up.
No
We
bonnets.
know
No
fat
bonnets in
people
public.
go-
What would you do, Kanisha? You making
Just
100.
be yo.
I know,
keep
that's
it
what I
real,
said.
keep
We
it
gonna
real,
keep it
keep it real.
You making 100.
And
No,
if-
not
if-
gonna happen.
if-
It's not gonna happen.
You interested in this
not
man?
gonna happen.
I'm gonna use Kareem. Kareem, it's your man. It's your dream. Like, dang, he look good.
She,
He's
she
fine.
sidestepping me. She sidestepping me, and I'm okay with that.
What you gonna do?
No, I'm gonna be honest. Nah.
Yeah.
That's all honesty.
But you know what?
No.
Gotta be honest.
I don't
as a
think so
man-
now. But let me too say this. My answer is still no.
Okay.
But it could possibly change if I saw something in him
the
that
drive.
exactly
Well, yeah,
the
that's-
drive where
What
I
you
knew.
gonna see in me?
No,
what could
you
see in
could
me?
be
She don't
going
wanna see
toward
it.
you could be working
You
towards
working
something.
and going to school.
Yeah, you could be going to school to be
That's the
you
that's
know,
the example I
to
gave.
be
You-
whatever
yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
be in
But are you
life.
gonna be
If you're
patient?
But are you gonna be patient
How long
enough
you
to?
gonna be patient?
I don't know.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know.
So we
Ain't
keep
gonna
it
lie.
real.
Yeah.
I mean,
Straight
I
up.
respect
Yeah.
that answer
Right.
because I'm
That's
gonna put myself. I'm gonna be a woman,
Mhm.
and if I was in that situation, that relationship's not happening.
It ain't happening.
Yeah.
That
I agree.
relationship is not happening.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna be, I'll be
yeah.
honest, because I ain't gonna lie.
Man, be real. Don't lie. Be real.
I'm
Keep it
laughing,
100.
but I'm so serious. If that was the case, Brandon was making 50, I'm making 100. I'm like, oh, he fine. Yeah, he look good. And
You sidestepping him.
but you know what I'm gonna do? Because I like him, I'm gonna make him my friend. We're gonna be good friends.
We're gonna be
I'm gonna
friends
be friends until, and then when you start,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Then you
okay,
oh, we
Then
can
we down.
I'm gonna keep him right
He
there.
might not
Yeah.
want you then.
That-
He might not. He ain't lying. But I'm gonna keep. Hey, I'm gonna stay on his mind though.
No,
Yeah,
but look,
yeah.
that's
I'm
a
like,
good
sure.
scenario.
That's
But
straight up.
a man will probably think, well, okay, she's putting me in the friend zone, right? And the reason why she put me in the friend zone is because I'm lesser,
Mhm.
right? And then the thing about it is, you trying to keep him on that hip, right?
But I would never tell
Now, hold
him.
on, I know, but you ain't gotta tell him.
You tell them most men they know.
Now, what if he gets that dream opportunity and say he becomes a millionaire? He gonna look at you and shit on you.
Dang, you think
What?
for real?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Now we're gonna be such good friends. You better not.
Nah.
I'm gonna get that cat and run.
Yeah. He gonna hit.
I'm gonna get that
Hey,
He done switched it up.
he gonna hit you. He gonna hit you and put you back in the streets, right where you belong.
I ain't gonna let him hit me.
And that's
I'm gonna get them cheeks.
You ain't gonna get.
We
you-
friends, you cheeks.
If we friends, you're not getting the cheek because we're friends. Because I'm the friend zone with you. You're not getting the cheeks. We just friends. You know, we gonna talk. We're gonna be cool. You're not. Come on, you already know. You ain't gonna get no cheeks. We just friends.
I got them cheeks when we was friends.
You lying.
There we go. That's the beat hunt I like. That's the beat hunt I like.
You.
Yeah.
We start going together.
Trying to get. I get looking at them cheeks. I'm getting them cheeks.
Brandon, much time we had spent time before you get no cheeks. We have been friends for many years.
I got them cheeks.
After how long of years before you got some
When I
cheeks?
decided I want them cheeks, I
That's
got
not when
them.
you decided.
Yes,
didn't
it was.
decide.
You didn't know it.
You didn't decide when to
Yeah.
get the cheeks.
All right,
I decide when I'm gonna give up the cheeks.
we'll talk about this shit later.
Big Hunt is back.
He's back.
We'll talk about that later.
That's interesting, man. I mean, like I said, I put myself in a woman's situation.
Yeah.
The relationship can't happen, and
Yeah,
that's
I understand though.
and that's just
The
how
relationship.
women think. And I hate that. I'm not trying to belittle no women. or
No,
downplay
yeah,
no
that's
women,
just what it is.
But that's just how women think, man. Because it's sad that they got to think that way.
Yeah.
Because I remember we had a conversation in Vegas. You know, men got ambitions too. You know, they got a lot of things that they want to do.
And men get
But-
it slower.
Yeah,
Men get it slower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we don't reach our peak.
it's not fast.
It's
paced
fast as
no more.
y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all already getting in
Yeah.
out the mud at 18,
Early,
19.
Yeah.
Working on credit, got y'all on
Yeah.
shit.
Mhm.
We don't do this shit till later.
Later.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
We
be
think a little
honest.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Y'all
think a little
do.
different.
Yeah, y'all mature.
Yeah.
Way faster.
Way
than us.
faster.
And I
I
think
totally
what it
understand.
is, a lot of guys, you know, we do things at the last minute.
We do.
We do it at the last
Why
minute.
is that?
I don't
We
know.
mature.
It's the way
y'all
like you
mature
said, y'all
faster.
mature faster. Y'all,
Well, I know that's a fact.
Yeah.
That women definitely mature
Of
faster
course.
than men. That's known. But in y'all's opinion, as being a man, how do you feel? Because all men may not feel that way. Some men may feel like I had my shit together at 18, man. I did this and
I feel like
you
that
know?
too. And
until
like,
somebody checks them.
18, 19, I feel like I had my shit together. But I was too busy chasing the other high.
yeah.
The high
Trying to
to
get the
control.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, shit, I had my shit together, but it's just enough to get what I want.
Right.
Yeah. So
At
it
the
really went all
time-
the way together.
And yeah, at the time,
Mhm.
it wasn't
You
wanting
thought
too
you
much.
had it together.
It wasn't
I
much.
thought,
Yeah.
You know? So,
I mean, everybody goes through that process.
of
What
course,
is that
especially
comment right
me,
there?
it
What
matures.
is that?
I thought I had my shit together when I went off into the military. I was
Yeah.
all by myself, man.
Yeah.
I had my own responsibilities. I thought you couldn't tell me shit.
Yeah.
You know, I was making my own money,
Yeah.
paying my own
Yeah.
bills, and shit happens. You know what I'm saying? And it takes that one thing to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Bring
You
your
gotta
ass-
Bring you down. Bring you
ass
back
right
down.
on
Back down.
Homie.
You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
you sit back and
Back down
think
a
about,
notch.
did I really have my shit together?
No.
Exactly. No, I didn't. I really didn't have it together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Kanisha gonna read off a comment.
I want to see Jamie saying, right, if a man is making that type of money, he had no problem taking care of the household. If a woman is making that type of money, it'd be a problem.
Yeah, it would be a problem. I mean, it's just,
Well-
it's facts. Y'all can.
No.
But it is. It's because women. I mean, women want to spend their money on.
I
different
think
shit.
it's kind of like no. I kind of disagree on that. Now I do understand that women do like spend, but men do as well. You got some men who punking off money too.
I
on
know,
different
but
stuff,
now he's
but-
saying like if a man is making that money, he's taking care of the household, right?
Right.
But
Some
if a
men
woman-
are, but some men ain't.
I know. No, it's a lot of men that
Most
make a
men
lot
are.
of money. They
don't-
have no
they-
choice. I
they gotta
mean,
take
they
care of
gotta
it.
take care of the
They
home.
should.
You know
what
why?
I'm
They're
saying?
gonna do that because they don't want to disrupt their home.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So if they're
Yeah.
taking care of their home, they feel like, okay, she can't question nothing I do.
Right. Because
Exactly.
I'm taking care of home.
I'm
Home
taking care of
good.
home. You
Yeah.
can't question me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I see the
But-
girl getting taken
BS.
care of.
Yeah. I know. I
Still
understand.
questioning.
I understand.
I mean,
that.
but you know that's
Yeah.
easier. That's easier said
Then done.
than done.
I get it though.
Yeah.
I mean, you
understand.
get a woman
I get
that
y'all point.
that's kind of struggling, been out there on her own, and she's living this life.
Yeah.
yeah.
This man providing life.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think
Woman
basically,
go.
It's almost kind of like you make the money, you get to run it.
Yeah.
Is that what
But no.
y'all saying? It's kind of like
That's
you get the
kinda-
money, you
kinda like
kind of
that.
get.
That's almost.
that's,
You
that's
follow?
Yeah, it's kinda
almost
how-
because
yeah.
that's the
So
way
we
men
make the
think.
money, we can
No,
run
no,
it.
no. I
So-
think what
Exactly.
Brandon's saying, I agree with what he's saying, but what Jamie's saying is if a woman had to do that, roles reverse, it would be a problem.
Oh, she's shopping. She's
Yeah,
shopping somewhere else.
exactly.
She's gonna go
As long
back.
as the bills getting paid, I
No,
use my
but-
money, I can shop, right?
I know,
Yeah,
but
no, I'm talking about you're shopping for another opportunity.
yeah,
with a man.
yeah.
Another man.
Because
Because
you're
he's
gonna like,
not making
man,
that money.
I shouldn't
But you don't
be-
have that respect
Yeah.
for him because he ain't making enough.
Yeah, there you
because
go.
that
I
goes
got
back. That goes back to the point where I said a woman making 100,000, a man making 50. That relationship's not going to happen.
That's
So
why
why would a woman's thought process be different if in the household she's making 100, he's making 50, she's got to pay the bills? It's a problem. Like Brandon
She
said,
most definitely
she's shopping for another
She got-
opportunity.
Cause she most definitely gonna give him no
Oh
cheeks.
hell no.
She not
If
giving
I gotta
us-
go, if a woman gotta make all the money and then come home and get some cheeks up,
Nah.
she ain't
She ain't
going.
She ain't going. She ain't
Cheeks ain't gonna work.
Cheeks broke.
Yeah.
broke cheeks.
Oh man, I ain't finna play with y'all.
Another
Yeah, right.
comment from one of our listeners is like, what would make a woman think just because she make $100K and likes a man and finds out he makes $60K, it's not worth her time? Because these women can be broke going after these athletes and professional men.
Cause they got that box.
Yeah.
They got them
Yeah.
cheeks.
Mhm.
They buying them cheeks.
Totally
they
agree
put
with
them
that,
on.
Fred, man.
It's
That's
different for men and
interesting.
women.
But
It's just,
cheeks only gonna take you so far.
But that's the point.
Cheeks only gonna take you
That-
so far.
you-
Cheeks
say
get
louder.
Say what?
Say
Cheeks,
louder.
say it louder. Yeah.
cheeks only gonna take so far. Cheeks can get you can get
You
cheeks
get cheeks
anywhere.
replaced.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
get cheeks from anywhere. Your good cheeks, they good cheeks.
Yeah.
Beyonce, hey,
And
he
that's
looking
what
at.
that's what's hurting the marriage rate
Yeah.
today. For the simple fact
I feel
is,
like if you cheating on Beyonce,
Anybody
anybody
can
can
cheat
get
on.
cheated on. You know what
hey,
I'm
what
saying?
Beyonce said though.
Still with her husband.
Yeah, she still with
Goddamn
him.
right.
She still with him here because they got
And
both
the
got them. They both
independent
got
women I
that
have.
money together.
But Chris Lee did make a point. He said,
Yeah, he did.
y'all ain't see Holly Berry, Jada Pinkett, or nobody grab the trash man because she thought he was attractive. It's always a butt. Be fine, but he broke.
Yeah.
He cute, but he can't,
Can't
do nothing for me.
I know that's right.
I mean, that's
He
true.
Yeah,
cute,
that's
but
true,
And you know
Yeah,
anything-
he ain't got, but he ain't got no money.
He
I mean, I think that's just kind of like in a woman's
she want to be protected and provided for.
aura. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of. I'm gonna go back to the upbringing on that. That's
But-
kind of like we was
but you
brought
asked
up. Like
us-
you don't go find no. You ain't going out to find no broke man, and just because you love him,
But you love him.
baby, I'm
I'd
gonna
have heard
get
the
to be
women-
able to do something
Yeah.
for me.
'Cause I
Now,
done
I
heard
don't want
women
to go
say,
chase
"Lord, don't
just
pay the
for money,
bills."
but I want to go chase for that money, and
Yeah.
then I don't like him like that
Yeah.
either.
All right,
You
you asked us a question on why we do things at the last minute. Why do women think that way?
Think what way?
The money situation.
Yeah.
About as far as us making.
Yeah, making
More.
more, and y'all don't want to, like, hey, step in and take care of it. We all going to be all right.
I would definitely in a situation as far as marriage, my thought process is different. Now, if I'm single and I'm going into something, getting ready to date you, court you, or whatever you want to call it, my mindset is gonna be different.
Yeah.
Like our togetherness, like now,
You
no
but
way
yeah,
I would have that
yeah,
mindset.
Yeah, most definitely.
No.
No.
but,
'Cause you in it,
but
yeah.
in the earlier days, meeting you or something, like,
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Gotta
Yeah.
get it.
That's we trying to
You
get
gotta
a
start. You gotta start first.
Yeah.
we trying to get an affirmative answer.
So
Yeah.
Hey,
On
we
if
still
you
need,
making
hey,
100,000,
we still need to answer though.
they
I
running around.
I
They
feel
not
like
giving us an
I'm
answer.
gonna go back to upbringing.
yeah.
I would say on my end, upbringing, because Brandon. I was before I
But
started dating Brandon.
when can you
I
keep that
got
upbringing?
called a gold digger, and I feel like
Damn.
I know somebody called me a gold digger, and I'm like, how am I a gold digger? Because whatever happened, it was supposedly I wanted Brandon because of his money, and my mama wanted me to be with him for his money, which all that was a lie. But my thing is, first of all, I got a career. I'm making pretty decent money. So why wouldn't I be with nobody that's at
Just
Brandon's
making-
level
that's
that's
be able
up
to-
there?
To be able
What
to
am I
supplement you? You gonna go
supposed
get
to do?
somebody that's making 20K?
So basically, you compete.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she's
I think you
Yeah.
want. I think all in all, I think to answer your question, you want someone that's on your level or
Or
above.
above. I mean,
I-
not
hey,
sure. It's,
hey,
is
y'all can
something
say
wrong with
on
that?
your level, but I'm gonna say above.
Yeah.
I would say above
I'ma
too,
say above.
but I wouldn't deny no man
But
if
that's
he was on my level.
Yeah, I'm
If
not
he
gonna
was
deny
on a level and
No.
I'm meeting you and you have ambitions
Okay,
and you
well,
have dreams,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
We
deny
Oh,
you.
we just talking about finances because he's the same height as you two.
Yeah, nah, I
Yeah,
ain't
when I
never
put on
been.
some
I ain't never
heels,
been
you
big
know.
on the height
Yeah.
thing,
I'm just,
to be
well,
honest.
I'm just saying.
But-
As long as I put on heels
if
and,
it-
and you still taller than me.
everybody-
Now,
Why
if
do
you
women?
right here, I ain't
I got
going
a
there.
question. I'm glad you brought that up.
Uh-huh.
Why do
I ain't
women?
gonna lie.
Why do women? Befuddle little dudes? Like what?
Because first of all, don't nobody want to stand next to nobody.
She feel like she can slap the shit out of him.
Yeah, I want you to be able to protect me. Like
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
want you. You know what I'm saying?
We
We
look at y'all
walking
as protectors.
right. You're the
Y'all
protector.
don't
You're the
provide,
there's an
but
alpha
protect
That little
male.
fucking midget can get you. That little
Now
midget can
stop
fight.
it. Now
Hey.
stop it.
Childish.
So Mayweather 5'7", knocking motherfuckers out.
You ain't
No,
lying.
he knocking nobody out. He boxing.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, he got this. You ain't gonna run up on him.
The show ain't gonna run up on.
He can hit you hard.
He's not gonna knock you
I
out.
I know, but I'm just saying, but you gotta respect the
You
fact.
respect
Choke
it.
the fuck out of me.
But I understand that. But I'm just saying, women always want
Always
to be
wanna
like,
be-
Yeah.
Because you want to
It's-
You
feel
want to feel
the protection.
Yeah.
Like I walk with Brandon, I know I'm good. Like I know he got me. You know, I need to.
so
you know?
that makes you
Yeah, it
wanna
make
do
me
more.
feel just safe,
Get the cheese
comfort.
beat.
Oh my God, they have nothing to do with no
You
shit.
do.
No. Normally, the short men don't really go after the tall women anyway.
Some of
No,
them
no, Kanisha.
They do.
Kanisha,
They
they
do.
they be on tall
I
women.
know. I got a couple short homeboys.
They be like
They be
Little
going
Emma's
after
in
them.
They love them Amazon.
Yeah,
They
they
call-
like Amazon.
and
They
they
like
call them
They like
Amazon.
clown.
They call them Amazon.
They do. Yeah.
They love them.
Listen, I like to climb up that Amazon. That's how they.
It's
That's how
out
they
the bus I
approach
live.
it. Yeah.
Like,
I cannot.
Yeah.
And see,
Yeah.
and a lot of, and you look at a lot of short men also like them fat women too.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's true.
I just love tall men like fat women.
Now, it's
No,
a lot, it's
It's a lot of
dudes.
short
It's
ones.
short
Yeah, you
dudes,
see the
yeah.
shorter, skinny ones
Yeah.
with the bigger women. Yeah, yeah, you do.
Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Lee said, on the flip side, a paid man ain't wifing up a woman with no money, no ambition, and nothing to offer. You'll become his cheek beating trophy
There you go.
and
There
be
you go.
and
my
be
cool.
placed in the dump truck with the rest.
That's it.
With the
Okay,
rest.
Chris Lee.
Hey,
That's
but
the
you
truth.
think about
Okay,
it, that's
Chris.
the
He's
truth.
cutting up
though.
tonight.
That's the truth.
So wealthy men, they're not
So-
wifing up the women
That ain't
Why?
got nothing.
that don't have nothing.
Why? I mean,
So
if I'm
Cause
y'all
you ain't got
ask-
no
Y'all
ambition.
men, y'all tell us.
So
if
y'all
I'm
tell us.
wealthy, I mean, it's cool. Like I don't need. You can work at fucking Wendy's. I don't.
Well, no, that's what he said. A wealthy man,
But
y'all
nah,
not
he's
wifing
saying-
up.
He's
So, if
saying
so
nobody
Sheena
with no
didn't have no
ambition.
ambition, or she didn't have anything going, and you met her, and you had this, 100,000 or whatever
Yeah.
a year,
I need
and
to make
she
more
ain't
than
got nothing.
I need to make more than 100,000.
Well,
You making 500, half a
500.
million.
Yeah,
500 million.
Yeah, you making that?
Oh,
I'm
my
sorry,
God.
not million, 500,000. I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
You
man,
making
what you make?
500,000.
500,000.
So you the type man you don't care what you make.
Yeah, we
But he
good.
said something opposite. Ain't Chris?
I know,
saying?
but Chris
But
said
he-
no money, no ambition.
No money, no
ambition.
Nothing to offer. Like
Nothing
when you
to
talk
offer.
about ambition, she ain't got no career path that she's trying
Right,
to take on,
Right.
showing anything.
So a man ain't wifing them type.
Yeah, that's what he's
That's
saying.
what he said.
But-
Man,
Oh yeah, they just chick beat.
They just cheek beating and throw them back to the dumpster, throw them
Get
back
back
to the street.
But I thought
No.
you said you don't care what a woman makes.
I wouldn't care.
So you
Well,
would wife a woman up like that?
Not wife. No.
No,
she said-
oh, we talking about wifing up.
She-
Oh, yeah, no, you
she-
gonna
she-
beat the
she-
cheeks.
Oh,
she-
beat,
But-
Yeah, but we
okay.
talking about wife.
Okay,
Yeah, you
I
gonna beat the
put it on the
cheeks.
flip
Yeah.
side. Chris, I'm gonna flip it off of that. I'm gonna spin off on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of men out there that might, feel comfortable making $500K, right?
Mhm.
And meet some, chick, gorgeous, looks look good, but she ain't got nothing going for herself, has no career path and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, that person might bring that chick in,
Mhm.
and
She might be a
give
good
her some,
housekeeper.
yeah,
She was.
She might be a good housekeeper.
Yeah. Or he may put her on and she
yeah.
she
Or
make
put
it
her
own
on.
clothing
Make her own,
line
yeah,
or get her own
exactly.
boutique
You know what
or
I'm saying?
something. Yeah.
So
that's-
If you got ambitions, you ain't gonna do this.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
Chris was
Yeah,
saying
still,
no
yeah.
ambition, but you gotta have
Yeah,
somebody that
gotta have
gotta, like Brandon said, like if she's working at Wendy's,
Yeah.
at least she's out there putting the effort. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You're right.
Something.
Rest
A
of the
man,
life.
yeah, a
She can
man,
cook some
Looking
garbage,
at-
she good.
yeah, a man.
But you're not trying to have nothing else. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gonna beat the cheeks, but you're not gonna
But
have.
that's what I'm saying. But a man thinks
You're
different.
not gonna go
Yeah.
no
A
further.
woman
Y'all
can't
finances
think
don't
that
A
matter.
way.
woman don't think.
A
Yeah.
woman
y'all
just
finance
gonna
don't
look
matter.
at that dude and just sidestep. She ain't giving him the cheeks.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
finances don't
somebody-
Yeah,
matter.
y'all.
Yeah.
When it comes to them finances like that, and y'all making a substantial amount of more than that men, he ain't getting the cheeks.
He ain't getting the
He ain't
cheeks.
getting the cheeks. That
Mhm.
relationship ain't gonna
I
happen.
mean,
You're not getting
I,
the cheeks. 50,000.
He might
he
get the
might
cheeks.
get the
He
cheeks.
might get the cheeks.
I think he probably
Nigga,
will get the
50,000 will
cheeks.
get the cheeks.
She ain't gonna tell nobody.
Right, he
But-
might get the
but
cheeks,
he
but
might-
she ain't gotta be with him.
I know, but
She
he
ain't
might-
gonna be with
she ain't
him.
gonna post
She ain't gonna post him, and she ain't gonna take him to
But
no
he might-
outings.
She better not mess around and get digmatized either, though.
I know.
Sometimes,
Hey,
because that
there
would get
you
you, so
go.
you better be
Yeah.
There
careful.
you go.
Hey, that's all.
And you gonna want that
That's
50,000.
all he gonna get is the cheeks.
And
She's
I don't
not
know,
gonna-
Brandon.
She's not gonna post him.
Brandon, I don't know if he got some.
How old is
Hey.
this? How old is this cougar?
If he got so much, Sheena.
If he got some good,
Yeah.
get digmatized. You know what I'm talking
But
about.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. But
No,
if-
Yeah, I know
how,
what
that
she's
good.
saying.
how old is this person?
Does it matter?
Yes,
Well,
it
yeah,
does.
because you.
Plays a big part.
Let's say 30.
She a cougar. She can't get no more. And she fat.
No, she's not. She's a nice looking lady.
Because after she get to
She
get,
has a-
after she get to get digmatized, who the fuck gonna got to pay these bills?
She gonna be with that's what I'm saying. She
She
got
got
enough
to pay her own bills. She just want to be satisfied with your thing.
with your
Hey.
then
She got somebody. Hey, you got some women that got somebody,
for
everything.
each thing, yeah. Especially women that got a little money.
I got you for the
I got
cheeks
you for the
thing, and I got you over here to
They
give
gonna
me
pay
some
these
extra
bills. You gonna
change.
give them a little extra this and that.
And I got you for
now women
whatever.
do that too.
Yeah, see the way y'all just broke that down, but y'all got a problem when somebody call y'all a hoe.
That's what people.
Hey,
but you know what?
That's okay.
I'm just
It's
saying.
okay.
But you can't say. That's
say
just
what?
like saying, okay.
If
That's a long time coming.
I know.
Y'all always want
I
to
know.
say, you know, we can get
What
on
would
a whole
y'all
nother
call-
subject on
I know,
that.
but
We
what
get
would you call a
hoe.
man if he out there just slaying dick?
He a hoe too.
And he don't
guess
mind
what?
that.
Guess
Yeah,
what?
but he don't care.
He don't mind. He
Right,
don't
because
care.
That's a bad
He
honor.
don't take offense to it.
That's a bad honor for him.
Right.
Hey, that's a
Right.
notch on his belt.
Right.
Oh, this motherfucker think I'm a
Because
hoe.
we-
Yeah,
yeah,
I got a
love.
But if you say that to a woman, it's like
That's disrespect.
it's disrespect. You know,
Yeah,
that's
it
all
is.
I'm trying to say.
It's just the way that's just the way it goes.
It's all right.
Yeah.
We'll get
So
down
we
there later.
gotta.
You got something else to
We got a
say.
lot of comments.
Yeah,
man.
you
I
got
like
something
that.
else you want to say.
Let's read the comments.
Okay.
Do this, Regina.
All right, go
Which
ahead.
one?
No, I'm not talking about the comments.
Okay. Oh,
We're
okay.
gonna do that one.
So we're going on to the next step.
Can we get the comments before we go on?
Okay, sure.
Oh, okay,
Let's
yeah.
hit the comments.
Okay.
All right.
Chris Lee said a paid woman got dump
Look,
trucks too.
We gotta get those super chats going.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're gonna open up
yeah.
them super chats next week. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Super chat it now.
Yeah.
Hey, if you
I don't know
wanna,
how to do it.
if you want to,
Support
look.
the podcast.
So if you want to support the podcast, Simply Ball Dropping for any of our merchandise or anything that we may get in order,
Keep the show
microphones,
rolling.
keep the show rolling. You can cash app us at
The money sign, Kareem Sappington.
hey, but we gonna pin it next time. But if y'all wanna, if y'all like the show and y'all want it, Kareem's gonna pin it. If y'all like the show,
we're gonna start flying some goddamn guests.
Yeah.
Tabitha Brown and Chance Brown. If y'all
Right.
listening,
You're listening. At Tabitha Brown.
the man behind the
Yes.
mic, K-Sap, Simply Ball Dropping.
Because that's our business.
Because that's our business.
And if we can fly Wendy Williams in here, I get her ass in here and talk to her. I got
Simple
some
Ball Drop about to take it to another level,
Simple
man.
Ball-
You know, we
yeah.
about to take the show on the road, man. So we're gonna be posted
Yeah.
up.
We about to take Marriage Chronicles on the road
I'm
Yeah.
we
next
gotta reach out
Friday.
to Tabitha Brown. We're gonna get Tabitha and change.
Yeah, we-
Yeah, lady, she
We're gonna do a Marriage Chronicles on the
different.
road
Yeah,
next
LA.
week.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
We go to LA.
So we got another one for y'all. This'll be it. So this is another one. It says, I was in a relationship with a man who is 65 and I'm 31. I was with him for 8 years and then I moved out and left him. He has been trying to stick around and support me financially, and I keep accepting it. The way this dating game is the way this dating game is set up, I don't want to settle, but is it better to? I want marriage and kids, but everything is looking unlikely. What is your opinion? Thanks. If you respond, I'd like to keep my identity private. So, 65-year-old, 31-year-old.
31?
She's left. He's still rocking with her. So she's trying to see if she wants to settle and stay with this man, if she wants kids, or should she go out there? Because basically she's saying there's nothing else out there.
That's it.
But he's providing financially. So should she just settle with the 65-year-old?
Yeah, my first impressions of that, man, you know, that she's been dealing with it for 8 years.
Right.
And we talked off record, Brandon. I totally agree with you. She should have thought about this one in year one.
Exactly.
What she wanted. She waited until, you know, got strung along. This man she's living a comfortable life. You know, this 65-year-old is taking care of everything. She's still doing what she got to do, but now it's to a point now she think about, okay, I'm 33 years old now. 31, right?
31.
Do I want kids or do I need to settle? In this situation, I mean, you've been dealing with it for 8 years. So what made you you bumped your head moment and say, oh man, I want kids now. Do I settle? And my thing was, why come you can't settle with the 65-year-old? I mean, you don't want kids by him. I mean,
He getting old.
He
know.
might gotta shoot her up.
So
there.
that's probably why I'm thinking as a woman. That's why
power.
he
At
probably
this point,
can't.
he don't want to have
But in
a
this
kid.
8 years, I mean, the way she's talking, I think she's went out there and tested the waters, and she
Most
couldn't find nothing.
And she can't find. That's
And
what I'm
she-
thinking too.
She's been reverting back.
They digging them down and sending them back to the 65-year-old.
Yeah.
Because probably people her
That's
age,
where her
she not
money
getting
is.
what she
65
wants.
is where her money
So we
is.
just said earlier,
And the other one
that
is where
women
her.
mature faster than men. So,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it take her to be 31 to figure out the fuck
Mhm.
she want?
Yeah. That's
Hey,
on her.
Sometimes women mature slow too, depending upon.
Y'all knew y'all
They
want
up-
fucking
up-
kids.
up-
She got
up-
kids,
got
y'all
caught up
baby
in that
dolls.
money. She got caught up
I
in that
actually
money.
didn't.
Yeah, I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
You know,
But yeah,
I can see. Yeah.
you know if you do,
A lot
and
of
most
women,
women know
No,
their
that's
that's what I'm
life or
saying. Why
want.
wait till you 31 to try to figure this shit out?
But
Right.
she got caught up in that money though.
That I think
She
that's
got
what
caught
it
up in
was.
that money.
Yeah.
then.
That lifestyle that
But she won't
65-year-olds
admit it.
provide.
So why is she? I understand it's a great topic and a great story, but why is she asking? She knows.
Because
She knows.
She want that confirmation. She
Yeah.
want another woman to
She-
tell her because
she shouldn't
we
need
got
no
this off of
confirmation.
She need
YouTube.
another
We got
man
this
to
off of
tell her.
Yeah, she need
YouTube.
a
She
man
can call
to
her, talk to
be
me,
with her.
Kareem.
Yeah.
And I tell her she should have got that shit earlier.
Earlier.
Yeah.
Because
She
now,
getting the fucking to be 31 years old. Don't I want an old ass?
That's not.
and the thing about it, right now,
31's not old.
8 years,
65 years old, 31.
65,
Hey.
but 31's
she's
not
in
old.
too deep.
It's not old.
She's in deep.
but-
She's in deep.
Yeah, no one. I mean, no.
And the reason why I say she's in deep, and I keep on going back to what Brandon said, 8 years, right?
Mhm.
What was you thinking about this whole 8 years?
I agree. Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you want confirmation that should I settle? And
She know what she
So my
wanna do.
advice, what do y'all think she should do?
She got some nieces and nephews.
We're not. Nope. Just off this. What should she do?
She can go fucking babysit and take her ass to the 65-year-old man who's taking
And
care of
stay with
her.
him.
exactly.
And stay with his
And
ass.
stay with it.
Gotcha.
Because because
And wait
That-
for him to
you
fucking
done
die.
strung
That's
this
what-
65-year-old along
Girl, don't
all
get
this
in that
time,
wheel.
right?
Yeah.
I said, wait till you die.
Go on,
Yeah.
get in that wheel.
Yeah.
Go sit down.
You been there 8
I mean, you
years.
been there that long. Why is it a question now?
What's that about that 65-year-old? If he got the
Potentials to
Yeah.
provide for somebody, a
I ain't going
31-year-old,
nowhere.
guess what?
I'll be right here.
I want to know what that
Baby, you
65-year-old
good?
look
Wipe
like.
his mouth.
Yeah.
That's
He
a
gotta look
65
good. I mean, he gotta look good. I bet he look
I mean,
good.
65 is actually ain't that
Yeah,
old.
ain't that
Right,
old.
y'all
And then
tripping.
31, if he can provide for her at 31, what can he do for a 26-year-old?
Yeah.
That's willing to take, hey, daddy, yeah, I need it.
Yeah.
Like the Married
Yeah,
Millions.
come on.
Because then you look at it like this, like Brandon said, great point, Brandon. Now just say she, says, I can't settle for this. I got to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he brings another 26-year-old
He
and
gonna-
grooms her up.
He gonna bump her down. Because the
She
26-year-old
gonna be
gonna
hot. She gonna
Yeah.
be
I showed you the other picture a while back, right?
good.
They got them out there gonna get her. Gonna get the man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You're 31. You gotta be careful.
But y'all know what? And honestly, and y'all tell me if y'all agree, but it's some men out there, especially when being 65, he may be like, you know what? You want a child? Go out there and get a child and come back. I'll be right here.
Exactly.
It's been like that.
It might be. And
But so if
he's
that's-
okay with it.
And he's okay with it. Go have your child. That's what you want.
Yep.
Because I
A
don't.
baby?
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm not going to give it
'Cause
to
I
you.
can't
That's
provide-
kind of
I
how
can't
that
provide for you.
situation was on the. I don't know if anybody watches the show Marrying Millions, but that's one of the situations where it's a
Older
lot of
men,
young,
yeah.
it's a lot of older men on there,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
either an
Yeah,
older
that's
man
all.
or older woman,
Yeah.
vice versa. But in this case, it was an older man and a younger woman,
Yeah.
and she wants kids. She's very young. She doesn't have, she's what, in her 20s, and this man is in his 70s.
Why is he? Why she was entertaining him?
Exactly.
got
That's
that
like
The money.
anything.
He got that
He's
man.
a millionaire.
That's
He
like
got that
anything. I mean, and his ex-wife even told her, "Hey, you making a big old mistake. You don't need to be with this woman."
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is. He liking it, he loving it, but he knows that he
That
can't
man
he
living
can't
a-
have
he
no
living
he
out
can't
his
have no
last
baby.
days. He living out his last days
Mm-hmm.
comfortably with
With the
the
girl.
sight
Yeah.
with the girl
He's
he wants.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's gonna do that. And guess what?
Mhm.
If she leave him, he's gonna go get another.
Another one.
He
Yeah,
gonna
because they
replace her.
chasing
That's
them.
his
They
lifestyle.
chasing a young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the luxury that men have that women don't.
And the thing about it is probably some of her homegirls wishing
Yeah.
her
Right.
to step away.
Step away so
I'ma
they can
step
step
right on
in.
I'm gonna step right on in.
Baby, she trying to move her and
Baby,
the whole
he take-
family.
Yeah.
Exactly. He taking care of you. You got millions. Shoot,
Yeah.
girl.
Women just got to get in their head. I'm sorry, but it's just what it is. Mhm. Not only can men leave you, men can leave you and the kids and start another fucking family.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just like that.
But like Sheena said, the confirmation, I don't think she needs to look for confirmation, man. She gotta ask herself, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because if she does step away, look what she losing. And then the fact that I think that she's probably out there trying to test the waters, but it's not working out. So that's why that
She should
conversation.
have been testing water, but she gave up her
23,
youth to the guy.
Yeah.
She should have been testing water back then. That's why I said she did it backwards. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But I think at 31, she still got time and she still want to have kids. She still got a little bit
No,
more
I ain't
time.
talking about fuck the kids. I'm talking
what you
about just
talking
her being with somebody that's going to take her ass serious.
So you think she should have found somebody at 24, 25?
Exactly.
But a lot of guys at that age are trying to take
She
it
should
serious
have
anyway.
She should have been shopping for like 30-something.
A 30 somewhere
But
year old
let me
then.
ask you this:
Okay.
She went to
if she does step away and settle, what's she gonna settle for?
some
I was
dick.
thinking, yeah.
That's it.
That's all.
That's all I got for
A
you.
younger guy with that. That's
But
Yeah.
he can't provide the way the
and-
65-year-old.
exactly. That's why me personally as a woman, I'd be staying with that 65-year-old.
I was a
I
woman,
probably would go out and
stay
give me a
there and
baby. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Because
If that's
this-
what I desired, I'm gonna get that.
The crazy thing
Yeah.
about it, that 65-year-old's probably let her do what she wanted to
Yeah. And he probably will marry her.
Yeah.
do. He just
He can't
wants
give her no
somebody
kids
that he
because
can
of
look
that.
at.
I don't
that
think he
look
gonna
good.
marry her.
You
though.
think I'm married
Yeah.
either?
He ain't married that
So
year.
she not gonna get
It's a
that.
trophy for him.
Yeah.
He can
Most
he can
definitely.
go take her to the little parties,
Yeah.
take her
Yeah,
to all the
show
little
off.
rich.
But the same with his trophies.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
trade that shit and get I got a gold trophy. I'm gonna get a platinum trophy.
But he didn't trade it in 8 years, so it looked like,
No,
that's what he.
it's evident she can trade him in. Let her tell it.
She
She thinks she the prize.
Well,
She
most
won't call it in.
definitely.
He ain't calling in. He good.
Yeah, he ain't
'Cause-
worried about
So
Because he
she
probably
really
like,
thinks she the
whatever.
prize when she's not.
She not the prize.
No, she's not shit.
Is that
She can be
like
replaced.
is that like is that is,
She can be
oh here we
replaced.
go. Here we
Here
go.
we
That's
go.
like
D-Wade.
that's like the D Wade.
Yeah, she can be replaced.
Brandon, everybody's not replaceable. Let me tell you that.
Come on now.
You think replacing?
You do the numbers.
Everybody's not
You do
replacing.
the
You
numbers.
replace it with the person, but it's gonna be something you miss about the person.
Yes.
You just think people just that replaceable. Because me and you break up, I'm not replaceable. You might go get somebody, but you'll never have another me. I'm just being honest. So you replacing people like that? It ain't. Nah.
You said that was a
She
compliment,
said
huh?
she said what she
I
said.
said
I
what I
don't know why she replaced
said. What I said.
because she used to come see me when I was in that joint. That's why she ain't replaced. She rode. She a rider.
Gerard.
She's a runner. She's a runner.
If
She's
she
a
went a
track
rider,
star.
then that's
I don't
different.
run away when I get home.
But that, I mean,
Silly. But yeah.
that's the definition of a rider, man.
Yeah. Everybody ain't replaceable.
That marked you right there, didn't it?
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, it got him.
don't know
Certain things.
guys.
Got him.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just say if you're going through a sickness, it's special that she there for you, right?
Yeah.
If you don't get to see that, how would you know
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I understand what you're saying, man. That's hard, man, for people to devote their time
Yeah.
on what they're doing in life. They could be doing something better. But to,
Yeah.
you know, to take time to come see you in your downtime.
Mhm.
You ain't up, you
That's
down.
special.
Yeah, you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you need people there like
Right,
that, man, that
yeah.
can bring you back up. Because, you know,
'Cause-
being in the joint ain't a place for everybody.
Not for a
You know.
player. No.
Yeah.
If you ain't a player, you
Montreal
safe.
said everybody and everything is replaceable with all caps.
Montreal cut this
Not
out,
true.
man.
Montreal.
You
Stop
can
it.
replace him,
Stop the
but it's not
cap.
gonna be the same. He's definitely capping.
Well,
Every-
I
everything-
understand. I
Yeah,
kind of see.
it's replaceable.
It's
Yeah, you can
replaceable.
replace it with it, but it's
it's
not
not-
going to.
That
It's
it's
not
gonna make you
be the same.
happy.
It's not
gonna be the same.
satisfying.
It's-
Watch it,
yeah,
watch it.
that's
All right.
right. I like that.
I got you.
I like that.
Don't even use the satisfying. It's a void that they trying to replace,
Yeah.
but it's not the same, right?
Yeah.
In Montreal, I disagree with you. Everybody is and everything is not replaceable.
Right.
In the terms that you're using it, there are replaceable, but it's not like the satisfaction or anything.
Exactly.
It's not
Because
the
you
same.
can go
That's
out and
right.
get someone
Yeah, you
else
can go with somebody else,
that
yeah.
may
But
make
it
more
does.
than Sheena,
Yeah.
or let's just say maybe she look as equal or better than Sheena in your
It's not the
eyes.
same.
It's not
But
gonna
it's not going to be the
Anytime-
same as to
any-
what Sheena
That
has
person's
given
never.
you.
That
Yeah.
person never replaceable.
that person never
If
replaced.
you're with another person, you still
What?
think about the motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll look
Cause
at
you,
that.
cause
I
you
ain't
ain't
that
gonna get that with nobody else who gonna ride with you when you in the
Exactly.
joint and all that, or gonna be there for you through low time, down time. Shoot, she may wait more money than me,
Yeah.
may cook a couple more times a week than me. You may get that, but you still be thinking like, dang, but
Oh,
Sheena
yeah.
did this,
Uh-huh.
Sheena did
And I'm
that. She
gonna
rolled for me.
I'm gonna give y'all promise.
And it'll
But-
come out.
but
It'll
like-
come out.
It'll come out.
But you know, I mean, me,
I'm different.
Yeah.
Kareem different.
Right.
Montreal
Everybody
different, Chris
different,
different, everybody different.
Mhm.
So you gotta be careful with that
Yeah.
because when it comes down to what a man really wants, it's always sometimes a little different.
Yeah, it's a little
You know,
different.
so you gotta be careful with
Yeah.
that.
And a prime example
You know,
is like Sprite Sierra Mist.
Yeah.
Tastes the same.
They try to replace
They
it with
try to
Sierra
replace,
Mist,
but
but
nothing like a
it's
Sprite.
It's nothing
You
like,
can
there
replace
go.
me,
It's nothing like
but it ain't gonna
Sprite.
be the same. You
No.
can replace Kanisha, but it'll
Yes,
never be the
it'll
same.
never be the same because
No.
you always.
It'll be an imitation.
It's always going to be
It ain't
there.
gonna be- it ain't
That
gonna be
thought is
there.
always going to be
You'll
there.
never go nowhere though.
But I'm like Chris. I'm like Chris. It'll take multiple women to replace me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
He
saying.
says
Because you got to try to combine them
You
all
got
in
to
one.
and all this.
Because
you
all
got
the
to.
traits that Kanisha does with all the multiple facets that she displays and what she brings to the table,
You gonna have to
all women can't bring that to the table. It's got to be.
It's gonna be lacking.
I gotta have one
Yeah.
here.
You gotta have
that.
about 3 of them to do what the one do, and vice versa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you gonna get
Everybody
tired
can't do
because
the
you don't
same.
want to keep juggling
Yeah,
all of them. They gonna piss you off.
My endurance ain't there for that.
Yeah.
So
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, my patient
Yeah.
endurance ain't there.
Because
We
you're like,
talked about-
damn,
we
if
talked
I was
about
laying
that
up here,
before.
man,
That's-
she would have been a did this, and
Yeah.
this girl, man, she tripping.
And
It been
it's
trouble
the fact
for a
that,
minute.
you know, we so far in starting over, man.
That's that green on the other side. It's dead over
That shit
there.
can't happen.
Okay,
It ain't
that
green.
turf.
That's too much
That's that
energy.
turf over there.
I ain't lying.
Montreal, what you mean? Nobody else. Nobody else what?
Elaborate on
Yeah.
that, Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal. Nobody else. What about nobody else?
Come on in, Cook.
Tap in.
You should have been here, Cook. It's Friday night.
I'm telling you. I want to hear this. Chris Lee said it'll take multiple men to replace me, but do you have the energy? Do you have the
That's what we're
time?
talking about.
I
That's
feel you,
Morris,
Chris.
man.
I'm on that one.
Yeah.
You get to a certain
I mean-
age that we ain't built for that no more.
Yeah.
All that
I
running
think-
and running to get to one.
That one.
And that's another thing.
time.
I think your time it changes as you grow and with age. Like if you were maybe in another era, maybe in the younger generation, they got time for that.
Oh yeah.
They ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
My limbs don't work that way no more.
Nah.
If they do got
I can't
time
never
for
run.
it, they like it somewhere else. But you
Mhm.
chasing that bag.
Yeah.
I tell any young man right there,
right now.
Yeah.
Don't chase the woman, chase the bag. The woman will come.
Yeah.
Somebody had a
Yeah,
saying:
that's gonna
get your money.
you lose a lot. You lose what is it?
Oh yeah.
You lose a lot of money by chasing women, but you
Mhm.
don't lose women by chasing money.
Oh,
There you
Ooh,
go.
yeah, that's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
true.
Because you're chasing all these different women,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to be giving
Heck
your
yeah.
money. They getting
You
off the
got-
money
That
because
was
you gotta
sad
give,
for the
gotta
men.
date them, you gotta
Yeah.
do all
You gotta
that.
go.
And those are said for the men. Now y'all come up with one for the women.
We will.
We
Let us
gonna
work
come
on
up
it.
with one.
Nah,
Hey, we're gonna put that on the shirt, underdog.
Let us work.
y'all come on something
Yeah.
for the women.
But yeah, I mean,
What
it's-
y'all got that we need to chase?
Chris
It's
said,
a
and I
lot,
don't wear
man.
you out, so I'm taking your soul with me. And I got
Yeah.
Brandon soul, so I'm taking it with me. He gonna be soul this
I'm
year.
the soul
Yeah.
snatcher.
You told me I
You already
you
said
told me I was
who's
a
it?
soul snatcher.
Yeah, who was that said
You
it?
talking about snatching
Yeah.
soul. He the one
We
talking about I
gonna
got his
replay the
soul.
Marriage Chronicles with
Yeah.
y'all. We gonna do a
Give y'all
flashback.
we'll give
Oh
y'all
no!
a remix.
I said I was the soul
You,
snatcher.
you said I got in your soul.
Now you did say she got in your soul.
No, I said I took her soul.
Nah, we'll replay.
No, I was talking about the other day.
The other day you said I was a soul snatcher.
I was tired.
Yeah.
So
Nah, man, but it's interesting, man. It's interesting, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, man, you know, we covered a lot, and I'm glad that everybody had a chance to chime in and speak their piece. But you know, we come up with these topics, man, and we bring them to the forefront.
Mhm.
We have fun, man.
Most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? And you know, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy entertaining you guys. I enjoy you guys watching. If there's anything that you guys want to hear us talk about, man, like I said, feel free to, you know, hit us up, man. You can always reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook. Most of y'all got my, you know, my cell phone number. Just text us, you know what I'm saying? And we'll bring it to the show. We talk about a lot of things, man. But one thing, man, we like to have fun, man. And like I said, man, I do appreciate you guys, you know, chiming in. Appreciate everybody that took the time out of their Friday evening. Well, you know, it's almost on the East Coast. It's like 11:30, but, you know, appreciate you guys. But, you know, we have fun, man. And like I said, if y'all want to hear anything else, man, just let us know. But remember, you know, rock with us on Thursdays, man. You know, we live on the radio, you know, 105, the block radio 105. You catch us there at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, man. But hey, that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Roundtable Talk. K-Sap Square, Sheena,
Yeah.
B Hunt.
Yes, sir.
You know, he started to get back in his box tonight. So, you know, all the people that's going to text me about B Hunt,
Right.
man, you know, he
They
was in
favorite.
form tonight. He wasn't in rare form,
Yeah.
but he
On that
was,
Remy.
hey, you get him some of that Remy, boy.
Send me some
Turn
Remy,
up.
man. I'll take
Turn
which one
up.
here.
Yeah, Remy.
But we got a special Marriage Chronicles that we're gonna come back with the Marriage Chronicles. We got a special episode that I'm cooking up. They just don't know it, but we got a special episode coming up. So y'all stay tuned for that. But once again, I appreciate everybody tuning in, and that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Roundtable Talk. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Peace.
Peace.